morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is, of course, my Las Vegas card preview for April the 6th over in Las Vegas on the Shawn, promoted by Mahfoud and Boxing, which is going to be headlined by Richardson Hitchins, then Gustavo Lemos in a very jeopardy main event, I must say. I mean, what that should be an intriguing fight to predict. But we're going to be going through the full card, starting off then with Marc Castro against Abraham Montoya in the Super-Featherweight division, 8 rounds in the Super-Featherweight division, as Marc Castro continues to step up in opponents and try and get himself in the top 15 in the Super-Featherweight division. Up against Abraham Nova, who has 5 defeats on his record. Obviously, all of them have been on points. All of them have been point losses for Abraham Nova, while Marc Castro, last 3 fights, and especially his last fight, Marc Castro, last fight, he picked up a TKO win, of course. So Marc Castro is not here to mess around. He's not here to mess around and settle for a points win. He wants to get this job done against Abraham Montoya. We all know the Mexicans, they are tough to beat, and they are tough to beat. Well, they used to be tough to beat, because Mexicans these days, I think the decline is falling in the Mexicans these days. But I still think it's another good step up for Marc Castro, and I think Marc Castro is obviously 8-round contest, and I think it might go yet on. It might go yet on in the rounds. I think Marc Castro will offensively break down Abraham Montoya, and I think Marc Castro will get the job done, I would say, in the 6th round. I think he does get a stoppage win, and I'm going to have a 6th round stoppage win for Marc Castro. So up next then we've got Galal Yafai against Galal Yafai against give me a second, guys. It's fucking phone call. There we go, I'm back now. Fucking just someone phoned me in the middle of pretty pre-recording. So yeah, we've got Galal Yafai against Agustin Gauto for the WBC International Flyweight title. 10-round contest in the Flyweight division. Obviously, we all, obviously, as British fans, us UK fans, all want to build up the Galal Yafai versus Sonny Edwards fight, as has been spoke about in the past. Gauto's only had 1 defeat on his record, which was I think it was an early stoppage from what I remember. I think he got stopped early, didn't he? So Gauto can be stopped, but we've seen a breakthrough in terms of Argentinian fighters these days. But I think this fight will go in the second half of the fight, and I think Galal Yafai, once the rounds go on, I think Galal Yafai will get momentum, put the pressure on Gauto, and I think Galal Yafai gets a stoppage win in the 6th round against Agustin Gauto, in my opinion. Up next then, we move into the female division, where we've got a vacant. We've got the vacant WBC World Featherweight title on the line, as Skye Nicolson has he just become a world champion for the first time in her career, as he takes on Sarah Mahfoud in a 10-round contest. Sarah Mahfoud, who's only lost once in her career, which was a points decision a points decision defeat. Skye Nicolson, obviously in their last fight, beat obviously UC Wildheart, didn't he? To beat UC Wildheart with a, I think, yeah, it was a 9th round stoppage. 9th round stoppage win. Well, it was, 9th round stoppage win on UC Wildheart. And as for this fight, I think Sarah Mahfoud would be more tougher than UC Wildheart. I mean, UC Wildheart is a tough fighter. I think, but Sarah Mahfoud has not been stopped before in her career. But I think Skye Nicolson, I do think Skye Nicolson will definitely get the win in this one and become a WBC world champion, in my opinion. I think Skye Nicolson I think she wins it relatively comfortably on points, in my opinion. Even though she may want to get the stoppage, Sarah Nicolson, which will be Skye Nicolson, which will be a statement, you have to say, because Sarah Mahfoud has not been stopped. So Nicolson will be wanting to stop her. But I think I'm done door for the safe bet. I'm done door for Skye Nicolson to win relatively comfortably on points to become WBC World Featherweight Champion. But of course, you want to stop your opponent to win the title in style. But I think that the most important thing for Skye Nicolson is to win. The majority of her wins has been on points as well for Skye Nicolson, as she is a southpaw fighter as well. So I'm going to offer Skye Nicolson to win on points than Sarah Mahfoud. And finally, now we're on to the main event and the tall main event. Starting off the tall main event, we've got Pacheco against Shawn McCalman in a 10-round contest. In 10-round contest for in the super-middleweight division for the WBC USA and WBO international super-middleweight titles. As for this one then, obviously 2 undefeated fighters. Shawn McCalman, undefeated as well. Pacheco in his last win picked up a stoppage win, and Pacheco will obviously, he's one of these fighters who could potentially be, by the time this video, could potentially be in the 5v5 against Queen 3 Promotions, or he could set up a fight off nets. He could set up a fight, against Edgar Beander potentially if he does pass Shawn McCalman here, which I think he should. Pacheco is obviously in the rankings. Shawn McCalman isn't wanted yet, and Pacheco, yeah, it's an unknown, isn't it, with Shawn McCalman? It is an unknown, so. But I think Pacheco does stop Shawn McCalman, in my opinion, and I think he stops him. I think Pacheco stops him in the 8th round, in my opinion. I'll end off an 8th round stoppage win for Pacheco. And finally, onto the main event, the Richardson Hitchins and Gustavo Lemos 12-round contest in the IBF World Super-Lightweight Eliminator to become mandatory against Sabel Matthias for his IBF belt. And this main event is actually what a cracker it's going to be. What a cracker fight. It's actually a cracking main event. Because Richardson Hitchins, he's not going to have it one-way traffic in this fight, I'm telling you right now. Gustavo Lemos, 29-0 record, he comes to fight. And this is a proper step up for Richardson Hitchins. And Richardson Hitchins is going to have to don't have to try and bottom move on Gustavo Lemos, because Gustavo Lemos is there. He is there to fight. He will come to fight, and he will come to leave it on Richardson Hitchins as well. And I think it's going to be Richardson Hitchins one of the toughest tests so far, in my opinion. And I tell you what, a lot of people, I've gone for Lemos to win, and I'm not shocked by that, to be honest with you. I'm not shocked by that, because this is a very close fight and a hard fight to predict for some people and for some experts. And it's a fight Richardson Hitchins needs to win. If he is going to have that world title shot, then Super Matthias or have another title shot elsewhere. I mean, Richardson Hitchins, then Super Matthias. If Hitchins wins, I've been asking him to even fight. But Lemos then Matthias, that would be fighting fire with fire, wouldn't it? That would be fighting fire with fire. But as for my prediction, it's all about Hitchins. Hitchins doesn't need the right game plan, in my opinion, than Lemos. If he decides to fight fire with fire, he does not. I think Lemos does stop him, in my opinion. There's real jeopardy in this fight for me. Mostly for Richardson Hitchins, in my opinion. Because if Hitchins does get stopped, all of a sudden it could be another long way back. And this is a pressure fight. It is a pressure fight for Richardson Hitchins. He is one win away from a title shot against Super Matthias, and from a world title shot. Gustavo Lemos, he's no mud. He's no slouch. If he can make it on the limit, if he can make the weight, Gustavo Lemos, without a fucking fight on our hands in the main event. I think Hitchins, but as for my prediction, I do think Hitchins just gets the win, in my opinion, and just survives against the same Lemos. I think Hitchins will nit it on a points win, in my opinion. So yeah, a great card over there in Las Vegas. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. Richardson Hitchins and the same Lemos in a jeopardy main event of Richardson Hitchins potentially. With Diego Pacheco and Shawn McCalman, as Diego Pacheco is probably potentially one win away from a fight with Edgar Belander. Then we got the Yafai against Agustin Gauto for the WBC International Flyweight title. Then we move into the female division. We got a vacant for the vacant WBC World Featherweight belt, which was obviously vacated by Montoya, between Skye, Nicolson and Mahfoud. And finally, to kick off this card, we got Marc Castro against Montoya. So feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, see you later, and I'll see you all in the next boxing preview or the next boxing video.